That's great story writing. Thank heavens for realistic people. Remembrance of Things Past is a 12-episode short drama that's being aired on Mango TV right now. The drama is led by Zhou Yutong, Jin Jing, Sun Qian, Bai Yufan, and Ren Suxi. As I'm making this video today, I've watched the first half, exactly 6 episodes of the drama. So this is a first impression / halfway review. This drama is one of 10 short 12-episode dramas planned to come out this year on Mango TV. Hunan Television is the most profitable provincial television station in China. Beginning of 2021, there was actually a very important regulation or suggestion that came down, basically saying we're going very, very hard on watered down, draggy content that are unnecessarily long. So Mango Television, as the top player of this industry, immediately at the moment decided we're gonna change the name, which is I think is 青春 or youth or something used to be of this category of dramas, and we're just gonna call it the new name, and it will be made up with 10 different dramas, each 12 episodes, and this one I'm talking about today is the second. First one being the Hunter drama with Qin Hao and Yin Fang. The drama Remembrance of Things Past started shooting at the very end of February this year, and they wrapped early May. Literally 2 months after they've wrapped, they've finished post-production, they've sent it to censorship, got it back, and now it's on air. Wow, that's like one of the fastest production speed I've ever heard. Based on the first 6 episodes of this drama, I will give it a 2 gold mine rating on my 7-level scale, and it's a high 2 gold mine. If the rest of the drama, the next 6 episodes, are as good as the first 6, I think this is probably gonna be my second 3 gold mine drama of 2021, and I'll be more than happy to see that coming true. Unusual thing about this drama is it is about 70 minutes per episode. This drama focuses on a group of girls working in big metropolitan city, Beijing, the capital of China. They all come from a northeastern, smaller city. One of the 4 girls is actually at least about 10 years older than the other 3, and she is the cousin of one of the girls in the 3-girl group. They are the type of tightest female friendship that you can have in life. Before I went into this drama, I had no expectation, and I thought it was just gonna be yet another contemporary drama set in a big city of a couple of young girls, how they fall in love with other people, that will provide little refreshment. And I was wrong. I'm sure anybody who watches the first episode will get really wowed by so many things happening to the characters unexpectedly, but also expectedly. And it builds up to the point when something epic happens. It really hit you hard. I was like, that's great story writing. So let's talk about the details. Before that, let me just warn you, this drama does have very shocking start. First 2 episodes, emotional bombs, very heavy, but very well written. So if you are very sensitive to basically tragedy happening to ordinary people, good people getting crushed just by unfortunate events one after another, then this drama may not be the best thing for you to go into. I want to reverse the order. First talk about the things, and I think it could do better, and then all the good things. The not so ideal things for me. First is trivial thing. I don't like its color palette. It's not skin smooth, that type of drama, but it's still a little bit too low contrast, and the color are graded to the point that you feel like, did you just take out the raw footage and didn't do any color grading and just slapped it on? Visually not my preferred style, but that's very, very minor. Doesn't impact the storytelling quality at all. The second thing is to do with casting. Actually, this drama has great casting, but the reason I still pick a few things of that out, and I thought compared to the story writing quality, right, certain things just should have been worked on more. The first actor is Bai Yufan, who is an actor that I really like. He is De Bao from Shanhai Qing, Mingning Town, my 3 gold mine drama this year. He was once a member of People's Liberation Army, and he's a soldier, and he actually took part in fighting against flood previously before he became an actor. So he has a really rare working record and background and experience as an actor. And he, in this drama, plays the love interest of Zhou Yutong's character. He is the director of the marketing department of this big company that mainly do coffee. I'm not saying he's not acting well. I like him. I like his interaction with Zhou Yutong. I like their plotline, and there's nothing wrong with the story itself. It's just he doesn't feel quite suitable for this role. Bai Yufan comes with a very strong, grounded quality and the average guy vibe. His styling, like the clothes he wears and the hairstyle in his drama, just doesn't help to make you believe he would be a Beijing big metropolis, big companies helicoptered in director of marketing. He should look like really like sophisticated businessman who's been working in marketing for years. If you are a leader of marketing, you probably are meeting clients all the time. You are running around doing businesses in this slightly bourgeois a circle of people, particularly doing coffee. There's no way that he'd be dressed like that and having that haircut and go out and say, I'm the director of marketing of a company. Nobody would believe you because you don't even look like one. Then the actress Sun Qian, who plays one of the 4 girls group role. The internet doesn't treat her very nicely. I think it's because she was in the 演员请就位, Actors Please Take Your Place acting competition show and didn't perform well. I don't think she did a bad job, but because the other 3 actresses, wow, those were on a different level. Therefore, she kind of in comparison became the weakest link of the 4 girls group. So those are the not so ideal things that are really not that significant. Now I'm gonna say the good things about this drama. First and foremost, the leading actor pack, the casting and their acting. I'd say the best I've seen in this particular genre this year. The 4 girls group definitely is the highlight. You have Jing Jing playing a girl who actually, I cannot spoil it for you, but she kind of has a special position in this drama. And her story really propelled everybody else's storyline. I never thought she could be this good serious actor. She is known in China as a comedy actress, and she often shows up in all kinds of entertainment variety shows doing funny things on stage, and she has that tiny eyes when she smiles, that into 2 curved lines, very distinctive look, but almost never think of her as a classic pretty actress. But wow, her acting in first episode, I think she needs to get an award for her performance in this drama. Even with the very limited screen time she has, she really validated her character and why the other characters would react in certain ways in relation to her, and why the entire drama story is valid. I am just blown away by her. Never thought she's that good. Zhou Yutong, she has 2 dramas running right now, and she's being noticed for, I'd say, a year or 2 now. If you have to pick who is the main narrator or most important role of the 4 girls group, she is the one. She's kind of our POV character. She is the classic 社畜, which is an ordinary working wage earner in a big city who commutes daily, hours and hours in underground, in subway, working in this big company, feeling so small and like a cog in a big wheel, at any time can be replaced by other people, very insecure, trying to stay positive and strong all the time, and yet all the difficulties in life as a out of her own small hometown person in a big city that she can come across, all those challenges, she gets them one after another after another. You watch her story and you can go with her, you feel her emotions, you can almost picture yourself as her, or she as yourself, and she just brings you along this narrative, provided us with her best acting up to this point in her career. Then Ren Suxi, the goddess of acting. In the credits, she is still named the special guest actress, but she actually has a lot of screen time, so I would still call her the main 4 roles. And if you're interested in films, you probably know her. She is a very good film actress, and in the industry she belongs to the category of real actress, not necessarily the prettiest and not necessarily the most stunning look person, but if there's an indie film, there is an art house film or a drama, a story that's aimed to go to Cannes and Berlin, she would be the one that every director want to grab. That type of actress. This is her first television series. All previous works are film. She just shows you how real acting can be. The level of reality of her performance is incredible. These are the three people that I pick out and talk about, but the rest is also very good. So acting, casting department, one of the best I've seen this year so far. The second thing I want to talk about is director Li Mo. He hasn't really done much work. All his works are quite recent and some of them haven't really come out yet. I don't know much about this person, but I am so curious about what is the process of them doing the scenes. In this drama, pretty much every scene reads like it's improvised. I feel like they have a version of script which says, for the purpose of this scene, we need to get what information delivered to the audience. We need to push the plot to what point. What are the important information each of the characters need to bring to the table? Then they say action and you just play, improvise. Usually the lines from the characters are still very worked on, very embellished, or like people taking turns to speak, right? So that audiences can hear it well. Whereas this drama, they talk over each other, they throw out all kinds of what we call 口水词, saliva words, which are not meaning anything but happens all the time with people having real conversations. Pretty much every big group scene are shot in that way. I haven't seen a drama this year, at least a contemporary drama that has this quality of conversation. The third thing, and I think the most important thing, is it's just really well written. Often you see this type of contemporary setting, big metropolis story comes out of Chinese dramaland are very floating. Like I said, 悬浮. People do not feel like real people. The conversation do not feel like real conversation. The things they come across are so dramatized. This drama is the polar opposite. And because it's so real, it just hits the audiences like fist after fist, bat after bat, knife after knife. If you are a person, regular 9 to 5, who live in a big city that has like tens of millions of people like Beijing or Shanghai, London or New York, and you commute using public transportation day after day trying to make a living, if you live this type of life, this drama will stab you so many times. All kinds of challenges and dilemmas that you come across if you're living this kind of life, particularly if you are a woman. For example, personal security, a very bad roommate that just makes your life that much more harder, fraud people who take money away from you and makes your already difficult life even harder. Struggling between whether you should rent a really expensive place closer to where you work or a very far away place but much cheaper, but then you have to commute 4 hours a day. To the competition within your own company, and some of the company these days do those KPI, and if you are the last one you get kicked out. All that pressure, anxiety over aging, over getting old, over the imperfect body shape or whatever. Argument with yourself, why am I here? In this big city, living this life, feeling being crushed all the time. All that, it just this drama just so realistically show all of those problems, like how real, normal, ordinary people would experience them. In a contemporary drama that inevitably will have some romantic element between a male lead character and a female lead character, a lot of things are too coincidental and too romantic and bubble and idealized. This drama doesn't have that. It literally slapped across the audience's face. I know you guys have been watching artificial sweeteners and unrealistic portrayal expectations of relationships for too long. Now I will show you what happens in real life. For example, at night, when she has overworked how many hours, it's already dark, and her boss slash sort of love interest, and he was like, do you want me to drive you to somewhere? And she's no, we're lived too far apart, and I'm just going to get a taxi to the subway station and then take the subway home. And the guy is like, okay, goodbye. And then she runs into the problem when there's some road work. She had to get off her taxi and walk through a dark tunnel to the subway station, and she realized she was followed by somebody behind her. And standard drama will give you that somehow out of nowhere her boss just comes and save her. But again, this drama wouldn't show you that. And the boss is on his way home driving his own car, okay? Okay, very realistic. And she's like, I think somebody's following me. And the guy, very making sense, is like, go and find somewhere to hide now and send me where you are. I'll come. But immediately after that call, the first thing he did is call the police and tell the police where the girl is. And then he drove to that place, and the police and him arrived at the location almost exactly at the same time. It just makes so much sense. This is how real life works. But for a romantic contemporary drama that we're so used to, this story development would have changed already, like 5 times along the line. The first step probably wouldn't happen because the guy would definitely take the girl home because that's romantic drama. And then the second step wouldn't happen either because the guy would just jump out of nowhere to save her in the traditional narrative of this type of story. When I saw that sequence of plot, I was like, ah, thank heavens for realistic people and realistic writing. My hope for this drama would be for the next 6 episodes, it would just be as good. And honestly, if that is the case, whether I make a second video or not, that will make this drama a 3-go mine. And it will be my second 3-go mine. I pray for it to happen. Thank you for watching Avenue X. I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.